Hey guys, now you can follow me on Facebook. Just go to facebook.com/UltraMaximusReviews. Cybertron Weekly is your central hub for everything Transformers.
Oh, you's a little pipsqueak.
You suck.
Hey, battery's not included. Let's transform and roll out. Let's go, GoBot.
Hello YouTube, UltraMaximus back with another toy review, and today we're taking a look at another Transformers figure, and it's from Transformers The Last Night. Yes, another Bayformer. It's the Premiere Edition Autobot Sqweeks. This actually looks very cute. I was very much anticipating this figure. First time I have seen it out on the shelves. I've seen some other reviewers take a look at this guy early on, but it never hit the shelves here. Finally, here in Indiana, it hit the shelves. I'm guessing this is the last wave of figures. My local Walmart had a ton of these things, and they've got the Deluxe figures on sale for $15 and some change, which is very, very nice. And they had a ton of Sqweeks, a ton of Drifts, and Slogs. And I saw on some of the other channels on Facebook that a lot of the Walmarts around the country are doing this sale and have these figures out there. So if you're looking for Sqweeks, go out and look for him because he's out there right now. So let's go ahead and take a look at the packaging. So here we have Autobot Sqweeks in packaging, and he looks really cute, but it kind of looks like he's got poop smears all over him for that weathering there. I guess that's pretty appropriate being a Bayformer. Oh! But it's the same packaging we've been getting. We get the artwork of Sqweeks down here with this gigantic gun that he has in the movie, which is cool that he has that. I think that's pretty fun. It says Transformers Premiere Edition. We got the Autobots up at the top because he's part of that faction. It says Autobot Sqweeks. There's Sqweeks down there looking all types of cute. It says Transformers on the side. He's a Deluxe class. Got an Autobot logo looking kind of cool. So yeah, there it is. Here's the packaging. There he is in the box, looking all kinds of cute, and there he is, kicking some butt, and it says Transformers! So, yeah, I feel like in the movie, he should have had more scenes. He's like the cutesy little robot geared towards the kids, and he's the friend of the insert diversity character in the movie. And he did an okay job. He was pretty much, he reminds me of the movie version of Fix-It for some reason, except he doesn't fix anything. I don't know, that's the impression I got out of him. They should have called him Scooter from the GoBots, I think, instead of Sqweeks. But yeah, there he is in robot mode, kind of looking like Wally. He turns into a scooter that has a little trailer that tows behind that kind of unfolds out and reminds me of Optimus Prime and or Ironhide, mostly Optimus Prime, with his little repair bag. It's got a toolbox and a little arm that's kind of cool. He does not have that in the movie, but I definitely dig that. And then, hey, you can also get Drift, who is now red. And yeah, that's pretty darn cool. They had a lot of Drift. I may pick him up. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. But yeah, there's Sqweeks, and there's all these stuff. That looks really cool. There's Drift. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the packaging for Sqweeks. Let's go ahead and get him out of the box and see what we think. So here we have Sqweeks out of the package, and I gotta say, I am really enjoying this figure. I did not expect to like this toy as much as I did. I think, to be honest, this might be one of the best figures in line. I know I said that about Hound, but there's just something about this, I can't put the figure down. I've been messing around with it on my coffee table, going back and forth from scooter mode to this robot mode. He's got the little camper shell scooter camper that comes with him. And this turns into like a little repair bay, much like Optimus Prime, which is very, very cool. So he's like Miniaturemus Primus, which is very fun. And he's got a little battle mode. I mean, this thing was really designed well. It works well. It's very cute. I'm surprised that this did not appear sooner in the line. and this really makes me think this was supposed to be a bigger character than what we actually got in the film itself, and I just feel like there was so much missing from this character from the movie, and I would have liked to have seen more. Now, as far as articulation goes, he is kind of limited in articulation. He does actually roll around, which is kind of nice. You've got to use his little kickstand to keep him upright. His arms are on a swivel right there, and then there is a single joint at the elbow. The little peg handlebar pieces do move, but they just pop in and out. He does have some articulation in the head, but that's really, if I can get this, helps if I put it in camera, huh? So he does have some movement in his head, but it's really for transformation. His little top pops up, very, very cute. And then his legs do splay out. You can move those around, but again, that is primarily for transformation. When you get him in this mode, he's pretty much kind of stuck in this Wall-E type of mode, but you know what? That's okay. So taking a closer look at the figure itself, I adore the sculpt on this figure. Again, the character was just kind of to me in the movie. It wasn't pivotal, but the way they treated the toy really makes me like it a lot more. I love the hole, the little rusted hole in the helmet, the little dents. He's got all the paint dry brush all over. Looks really like poop smears, it does. I appreciate the fact that they did it, and from a distance it looks okay, but yeah, it just, I don't know. It just looks like poop smears. I can't say that enough, and I have not seen if Optimus Prime has reviewed this figure or yet or not, but I just hear shark jokes everywhere with this thing. But I love the little goggles, the translucent blue lenses in it, very nice. All the detail, just fantastic. He's got a lot of backpack, but you know, that's okay. I mean, the way the bot is designed, it works. It's balanced really well, and it folds that scooter up something fierce. I mean, it's really hard to see the scooter in this bot mode. Now, looking at the lower half of the figure, again, because he has wheels for feet, I was really impressed by the engineering. It looks good. This is really about the only scooter parts, aside from his little arms that poke out there that you see. But the kickstand, as it sits down, holds really, really well. It stabilizes it really nicely, which I do appreciate. So it has no problem standing up. You can get him in various poses. And the way it transforms, you can get his legs to move back and forth to get a little bit more dynamic looks out of the pose. And finally, taking a closer look at his repair bay, I love this. I love the fact that they included this. This was not something that we saw in the movie, and I wish we did. It just reminds me so much, I can't say it enough, of Optimus Prime and his trailer. This is a gimmick I think we're missing in a lot of Transformers. Hopefully when the Shattered Glass and normal version of Rodimus Prime comes out in the Power of the Primes, we get something like this with Rodimus. This is fun. I like this, and I miss this type of gimmick from the 80s. They did a great job with it. Again, it's got the poop smears everywhere to match the rest of the bot. I like how the scooter can fit into it. I love how it stores the arm and the little peg arms in the toolbox. Just done well, sculpted well, painted well, and it transforms brilliantly back into the little trailer mode. For comparison, here we have Sqweeks next to the Star Wars Black Series R2-D2 and the Legends class Fix-It from Transformers Robots in Disguise. Again, I see a lot of Fix-It in this guy for sure. He's definitely a lot bigger than this Legends figure. And yeah, he's actually pretty decent size. I'm going to move Fix-It out of here. So between these two pieces, he's obviously a lot bigger than the Black Series R2-D2 and $5 cheaper. Now, Sqweeks has some really fun play gimmicks because he comes with this little trailer bit for his scooter, and I absolutely love this. I do have some misgivings about this, though, because it seems a lot of this is just translucent, transparent plastic that is painted, and I'm afraid over time that these trailer pieces are going to break. Also, the hitch that attaches to the trailer connects on the ball and socket joint extremely tight, and when you try to remove them from each other, it feels like they're just going to break. So those are really about the only misgivings I have about the toy. Everything else, spot on fun. Alright, so to show the play gimmicks with the trailer, there are two actually. This is this big honkin' gun that he comes with, which is a very heavy rubber, soft heavy rubber, which is kind of interesting. And then here is the trailer bit itself. I've seen a lot of these on motorcycles, and I've actually seen some old school like Vespas that had these. So this actually does two things. One, you can lift this up like this, and then flip the piece back there like that, and then it attaches. There's a clip right here, and it attaches right here onto Sqweeks, and there we go. We have this big battle pack, if I can get it to focus. There we go. So he's got this big, massive battle pack that he can attack with, I suppose, with the little missile launchers up here, although it looks like headlights to me. So yeah, that's an official piece that he can do there. You can, I suppose, port the gun up here on this if you wanted to, but yeah, I don't know. But yeah, so you can do that. That's kind of interesting. Take this off. Throw Sqweeks over here to the side. So this thing actually transforms into a repair bay, much like Optimus Prime's trailer. So this is going to fold up. This piece here is going to unpeg and come down, and then this little fin comes out, this little fin comes out, that goes down, these pieces come up. They can also separate so that you can have them pointing in different directions if you want to. And then these two pieces come over here like this, and just kind of straighten this out a little bit. And then toolbox, I love this, opens up. It stores his little arm that he has in the movie, which is very, very cool. Definitely dig that. And then he's got this little robotic arm here that kind of pulls up and unfold this. You twist this around, this comes around like that, little hand comes down, and there is his little repair bay, looking all kinds of snazzy, all kinds of cool. That is just awesome. Again, reminds me a lot of Optimus Prime in his trailer bay. The back of the package shows him in his little scooter mode. You just roll him up here and you can do some repair work, all that kind of good stuff. But I definitely love the toolbox on there. Reminds me a lot of Johnny Five with his little toolbox on his shoulder, is what that kind of reminds me of. But this is just fantastic. Lots and lots of fun. Articulation on this is pretty decent. So the little arm has a pretty good range of motion there, which is very, very nice. Definitely dig that. And this really does make this figure stand out as far as playability goes. Of course, Sqweeks does transform into a little scooter mode, which is very awesome. So let's go ahead and transform Sqweeks and see what this scooter is all about. So here we have Sqweeks in his vehicle mode, and I gotta say, this thing looks really good. I definitely dig it, even though it's got the poop smears all over it. I get where they were going with the dry brushing and kind of make it looking old and rusty, and I appreciate that, but it just comes off looking like poop smears. Now this figure is definitely very cool, and it is coming down outside, so if you hear rain, that's what's going on. It definitely looks cool, it looks nice. He's got that Autobot logo right there, but why did they have to put that stamp on there? That doesn't make any sense. Why not put it underneath onto something we're never ever going to see? What the heck? And then he's got these little rocket thrusters on the back. The little kickstand does come up, but it won't stand without the kickstand, so that's almost pointless as to why. I like the fact it's got the hinge, but it's really almost pointless. Now you can, as the instructions show, put little scoots right there in his little repair bay, which is pretty darn awesome. And then the instructions do show to stow his little hands that are his little grips in there in the toolbox as well, which is very, very nice. yeah, so definitely very cool. So let's go ahead and I'm going to pull the weapons off to the side here and get this component back into the trailer and hook it up to the scooter itself. So this has the little trailer hitch there, which is very nice. And then if you look at the scooter, the back of the scooter has got this little connection piece right there to plug the ball joint in. But again, it's so bloody tight that once you get it connected in... Alright, so there it is, the magic of off-camera-ness. The thing is, oh god, it connects in. Once it's connected in, it connects in really, really well. If I can get it to focus here. So yeah, there's how it connects in, and it works really, really well. And then once that's connected in, you obviously don't need the kickstand anymore. So yeah, that is very, very cool. Rolls really well. I absolutely love this. I think this is just phenomenal looking. Again, this toy is really designed well. The character was kind of in the movie, and it was kind of comic relief and cutesy pootsy, and to go with the insert all diversity child here, but the action figure itself, very nice, and I'm shocked that it has not been released earlier in the line because, quite frankly, this has got to be a fan favorite piece. Definitely in the top 3 of the figures that were released in this Bayformer movie line. Now, the other fun thing about this figure is he's got the arm that he uses in the movie where he puts the big Decepticon arm and gun on the movie to save the day, and it does come with it. They are, like I said, very hard rubbery pieces, which is kind of interesting, and all you do is you're going to take the little, I guess, shifter and handlebar piece off, is what that is, and then you're going to take this Decepticon gun arm here, and then you're going to plug that in, and there he's got his big muscular arm. He's like, all like, look at me, I'm badass. And then you're going to take this great big monstrous gun, and you're going to place it in his hand. The only problem I have with it is that the gun does not fit into the hand very well. He holds it very awkwardly. It will hold it up, but I feel like, ooh, thunder. I feel like that over time, if you had him holding this like this the whole time, the rubber would bend and warp because of the weight of it. So if you do keep it in this mode, then I would have him dragging it on the ground like we see in the clip where he kind of drags it along and then picks it up and fires. That will help prevent it from warping, I think, over time, but quite frankly, I'm not going to display it with this piece. I'll just stow this into the toolbox along with the gun kind of mounted on the side of the trailer. So is Autobot Sqweeks something that you want in your Transformers collection? I'm going to say yes on multiple fronts. One, if you're a Bayformer fan, you're going to like this. If you're collecting everything from the last night, this is something that you need because he was a pretty iconic character, at least in the trailers and all the pre-production materials. He wasn't that big on the screen, but he was definitely fun and cute. And, you know, just in a general Transformer action figure role, this is a great toy. I love the play gimmicks. I think it's sculpted well. It transforms fun. I love the repair bay. The paint on it is done really well, even though it looks like poop smears to me. I appreciate the fact that they did all the dry brushing. All around, this is definitely in the top 3 of the figures of this line. My cockatoo even agrees. If not the best figure of the line. To be honest, I'm not really sure which I like better, the Hound figure or this. I've been playing with this for about 3 or 4 days now, sitting on the coffee table. I'm thinking this might be it, but then again, it might be because I just got it this week. I don't know, but it's definitely a hell of a lot of fun. So there he is, Sqweeks from Transformers The Last Night.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, thumbs it up. If you hate this video, thumbs it down. To watch more Ultra Maximus, click on the links to the right. Don't forget to subscribe and share, like us on Facebook, and look for more videos in the future.